Sometimes the games industry gives us the perfect case study, a story so juicy that it simply cannot be not talked about. And while it's not the game that gets the most headlines, this is an absolutely perfect example, and that is Call of Duty Nostalgic Warfare. If you grew up roughly the same time that I did, games like Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, they were pretty major in your gaming routine. And that's why today we got to talk about Nostalgic Warfare, because boy howdy, is this some of the most out there, clear weaponizing of nostalgia, but also in a way that I think absolutely will work, because this is stuff that will, well, tickle people's member berries. And to be clear, while I'm going to explain to you a bunch of game features that maybe will or will not be appealing to you, when I say Nostalgic Warfare, I'm talking about DLC. I am talking about the selling of cosmetics in a way that honestly, I don't want to say it's genius, but goddamn, it'll be effective. So let's get started then. The thing you've got to understand is that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the second, is real. After months of leaks and speculation, the rumored expansion pack turned full premium Call of Duty release has been unveiled. The different thing about it, though, is that you'll be able to carry over almost all of your earned content from Modern Warfare 2. This is a game that's also going to have a full campaign with loads of open area missions, and that's something that actually to many people is quite exciting, because in Modern Warfare 2019 and in Modern Warfare 2 2022, I believe, maybe, they both had one mission in their campaign that was like a lot more open-ended, and they were actually honestly fantastic. So that those design things are going to be worked in more here is actually exciting. Maybe we'll get more than just the on-rail spectacle fest. Certainly that would be great for pacing. This game will even have zombies! Yeah, zombies in a Modern Warfare! Wow, pigs are flying! It's being led by Sledgehammer, who are working with Infinity Ward, with Treyarch making the zombies, with support from both. And of course, coming in to help are the entire Activision support suite of Activision Central Design, Activision QA, Activision Shanghai, Beanox, Demonware, High Noon Studios, Raven Software, and of course, Toys for Bob. So literally everything is being thrown into this, which is Call of Duty's 20th anniversary year. There are plans for refinement, though. Multiplayer is reverting many of the changes that people actually disliked from Modern Warfare 2. They're bringing back red dots on the minimap, silent movement, shorter time to kill, slide cancelling, reload cancelling, and also faster mantle and movement tech. So in short, the major fan demands are actually being met in regards to how the actual gameplay experience feels, but it still will be in the modern style of the newer games, which to be honest is music to my ears. But what's raising some heckles though is just how much old is in this game, and this is where things start to get very fascinating. The campaign trailer sees players return to Verdansk, which is the Warzone Season 1 map, and that's with the aim of the designers essentially tying all of the Modern Warfare story elements of those campaigns into one cohesive world. So that could be messy from a story perspective, but for a design perspective, hey, could be good. Asset reuse in mega games like this is something we maybe will want to see more of, as long as people aren't crunched to build the stuff. How many times do you see, oh, look at this game, it's got a big new world, big new level, guess what? Joke's on you, it's shit. Versus Tears of the Kingdom, which says, hey, want to go to Hyrule again? But look at all this crazy shit we've cooked up, which people really did love. But however, there is a wrinkle here, because that is applying the asset reuse to the multiplayer format. Modern Warfare 3 will initially only feature the 16 6v6 maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. And to be clear, by original Modern Warfare 2, I mean Modern Warfare 2, the one that I played when I was a kid, not Modern Warfare 2, the Modern Warfare 2 that I played when I'm an adult, because everything's confusing and we live in hell. Any new maps will be for the larger ground war and war modes at launch. The existing maps aren't being edited or changed in any way to adopt to the newer game design principles from the modern Call of Duty games. You will get Rust and Terminal as you would expect. However, there are going to be 12 new 6v6 maps coming after launch as a part of the support. Now, to the skeptical onlooker here, especially following the release of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign in 2020 and leaks that the Modern Warfare 2 maps were actually originally planned for a DLC pack of Modern Warfare 2, the Modern Warfare 2 we got in 2022, because I suppose there's actually 3 Modern Warfare 2s, because we live in hell again. It does actually read like they just had a lot of these maps in the back pocket ready to go. Because of course, whenever we got Call of Duty 4 Remastered, that did come with all of the maps. So this does read a lot like them using the legacy maps that pretty much were already in the works, ready to go, and that they've used that to buy time for the new content to be made. I would hazard to say that that is probably more likely than not. But next, though, we've got the reason why I called this Call of Duty Nostalgic Warfare. Because the nostalgia monetization is coming to the games we've got right now. Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 DLC has just been unveiled. This will be carrying over to Modern Warfare 3. So this means that if you buy this, it will be relevant to the game that's coming out soon. And this is where your memberries are going to be robbed, tickled, turned into a juice. Who knows? But it's what they're going to be doing, because you can now buy Hans Zimmer Modern Warfare 2 2009 audio pack. Yep. You know the way Modern Warfare 2 had an absolutely banging soundtrack by Hans Zimmer, who most recently has done things like, Dune, also did, Interstellar, Gladiator, the main Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I mean, come on, it's Hans damn Zimmer, right? He's a big fella in the music field. Yes, you can now pay to get the music that he did into your game right now. And this costs 1,400 Call of Duty points. Of course, you're not able to purchase 1,400 Call of Duty points in the store. The cheapest way to get it, but not the most efficient on a points per dollar basis, is to buy the 1,100 pack and then the 500 pack, which costs $15. But now we've got data mining that's also pointing to the fact that the original announcer lines for Modern Warfare 2 have been added to the new Modern Warfare 2, and people are now presuming that these will be for an eventual resale. And if you're not sure what this means, well, let's just say, I think this is a sound you've heard before.
AC-130 standing by.
Yeah, so they're absolutely going into the archive hard drives and just saying, these things people are nostalgic for. We're already doing an entire trio of absolute, cataclysmically well-selling, nostalgic-based Modern Warfare revival games. Let us do nostalgic DLC as well. It is genius, but the genius actually does go a little bit further than that. So, talking weapons, right? I mean, how many games have had talking weapons? Let us never speak of the talking gauntlet in Forspoken, though, right? Talking weapons, they're pretty neat in media. And actually, these aren't just announcer packs. These are talking gun screens. And here I've just brought up a video on YouTube from Gray here. So these are called battle buddies. And I've got to say, this is such a smart way to do it, because it's not just like, oh, I'm paying for a UI element. No, it's you're paying for a battle buddy. A battle buddy, it's a little dude in a screen on your gun. It's basically a dude bro Tamagotchi. I mean, come on. Like, I know that all of this is like the stuff that we rail against in the industry, but this is, this is like, this is just like, reveling in it, right? So it's genius. You get these battle buddies. It's a little screen in your gun, and as they say, it puts the quip in equipment. Oh, you funny boys. This is a pretty genius way to do monetization, right? Because then, what can they do? They can just go and do many different battle buddies of different characters, including the nostalgic characters. So this is absolutely genius. I mean, think about a gun charm. It's like, yeah, Overwatch 2 added gun charms. Nobody really cares that much. But imagine if your gun charm was a battle buddy who talks to you. And this is something that's actually quite fun. Halo Infinite has got custom, announcers, right? So you can actually have different announcers, and it's an unlockable thing. Here, though, the way that they're doing it as a thing on your gun, it means that it's got personality, it's got character, it's got texture, it's got physicality, instead of just being a voice line. And of course, for those of us who, maybe... I mean, the best part of playing Gauntlet in Destiny, right, when Lord Shaxx is basically elated that you've done so well, and he just screams things at you. And it's one of the things that, like, people love. So this now is an entire new and honestly kind of genius way of monetizing the game. And then what better way to do it than to say,
we lost that round, but it's not over yet. You get ready for the next one.
Do you want the Captain Price that you remember? Do you want the soap that you remember? I don't know, do you want the shepherd that you remember? Like, they can just roll down all those characters. With the whole thing, is Gaz dead? Is he not? I remember that whole conspiracy theory when you were a kid and people were like, oh, what if Gaz is like not actually dead at the end of the first game? Well, now he can be a battle buddy. So this is smart. I just thought like, wow. This way of basically selling people the music in-game from the past and then selling them these battle buddies, these announcers that are like, likely going to be, like big characters from the game series' past. Like, it is a pretty genius way to actually get the nostalgia rolling. And it then does have me think like, right, if they're hardcore just not going to go back into like a World War II setting, and they do have this broader plan of just like Call of Duty having continual progress across entries in the franchise. I mean, even in Steam, it was just it was either renamed to Call of Duty or it was renamed to Modern Warfare, right? So they're clearly building this up as the premium Call of Duty platform. I say premium, obviously Warzone, which is free, is included in that. So it's very interesting from a like business perspective. It is a super smart way of them monetizing, monetizing people's ties to the old game. I'm not here saying it's, a terrible evil thing or whatever. This would obviously all be better unlocked via in-game stuff, etc. And certainly when you look at the Call of Duty store, it's actually insane how many bundles are there, but it just goes to show. I know that a lot of the Call of Duty audience don't really watch this channel. I normally don't cover Call of Duty, to be honest. The reason why is just because the way that the Bobster and his boys have went after nostalgia, I think is going to be of broad interest to really to everyone. Because we are, we're still very much in the member berries times, even though things have advanced a little bit since when South Park, of course, entered that into meme canon. Now, speaking of things, David Vonderhaar, man who possesses a extremely badass surname, has left. He actually had been serving at Treyarch for 18 years. Some people maybe will read into that, others will not. Anyhow, I think this is a fairly major thing because obviously this is Activision Blizzard, right? This is their tentpole product. This is their most important thing. It's one of the major assets that are going to be acquired by Microsoft when that acquisition goes down. And I think this is a honestly genius way of doing things. You do have to wonder, like, imagine if Halo Infinite was able to be to the original Halo games what this new Call of Duty trilogy has been to the original Modern Warfare games. I mean, the problem is, this is an alt universe, right? You couldn't exactly do that with Chief, but something that very much knows the sorts of beats that it wants to hit, how to actually serve its core fan base. Because yes, I know there's been a lot of drama in Call of Duty, but look at the sales numbers. Like, you cannot deny that for a lot of people who enjoyed COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, these new Call of Duty games have been very appealing. I mean, I've bought both of them and actually enjoyed them both quite a bit. Because yeah, I do enjoy a bit of shoot-bang action. And I just think of Halo Infinite, and I suppose the final thing I think of is that's 343 plus contractors versus how many studios is this? An absolute boatload. Right, pretty interesting story then. Let me know what you think, and what are some other interesting nostalgia-based plays that you've seen go on in the industry. I mean, let's be real. A lot of the times, the past actually looks pretty good. And having a little slice of that in the present is kind of nice. Would I get value from having both of these? I mean, I certainly wouldn't be paying $30 for it if I had to buy all of them, but like, I like that music. I like those voices. Kind of an interesting thing, eh? Let me know. I'll see you next time.